What is up, everyone? I'm Dr. Ray Gorman, physical therapist and owner of Engage Movement. A common theme that I talk with my clients about, or that I talk with prospective clients about, is like, how do I go from being an employed physical therapist, being an employee, and how do I actually go about quitting my job and creating some confidence for myself that this is the right decision for me? I know a lot of us as PTs can kind of be logical thinkers. So I'm really going to break down a little bit of this process and help you understand like just how easy it is for people to replace their salary and how attainable it is for you to ultimately get a ton of time back while you're doing it. So let's first look at this concept of like, how do we decrease some of the financial risk, right? One, we need to like reimagine what this clinic is going to look like. I think a lot of people come into this process and they think like, oh, well, I did this business plan in school. And so that means, I need $150,000 in capital to start a clinic, to rent a space, to build it out. No, we're going to teach you a process that starts with really low overhead where you're using someone else's infrastructure, somebody else's build out. So this is gyms, this is boutique fitness studios. This is, somewhere, sometimes it's even in people's clinics, other people's clinics. But we have a facility, we find a facility that already has your ideal client. We'll break down some of the session pricing, and we want to get our clients to about $150, $200 per session, which I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but Ray, the clients that I'm seeing right now won't pay that. You're right. You're going to be seeing a completely different demographic of client. You need to get it out of your head that the way that it works in the traditional model is how it's going to work in the cash model. It's not the same. You're not going to have the same pipeline of clients. You're not going to have the same consumer of clients. It's not going to be the same acquisition style of clients. So you just have to get it out of your head that the clients that you're working with right now in the insurance realm aren't going to pay cash, because they're not. You're going to find different clients. But we'll do the math on how we're going to replace your salary. The third is we want to sell a plan of care instead of selling sessions. What this does is this allows you to capture all of the lifetime value in one transaction, one commitment, instead of having to keep your fingers crossed that at every session the client is going to come back for X number of sessions. So now what we'll need to do is we'll need to sell a fraction of the sessions in plans of care, right? We'll only need to make 4 sales instead of 35 sales. So let's kind of break that down a little bit. If the average PT right now is making, let's just call it $82,500 a year. I think it's actually a little lower than this. That comes down to $68.75 a month. What I want you to know is you need 8 clients per week, 8 hours. You can replace your salary, your 40-hour per week salary, in 8 hours per week when you figure out this process. Now, back in the napkin math, easier said than done, but this is literally the exercise that we take our clients through when they're looking to transition out of their job. It's like, well, what would happen if you got 30 hours of work back, 30 hours of your work week back? Do you think you could make an extra $2,000, $3,000? They're like, absolutely. Yeah, then let's go for it. So $82,500, $68.75 per month, 35 visits at $200 a visit, right? That means you need about 8 visits per week. Not crazy. What ends up happening is the amount of work that you need to do is so much lower. We just have to find you the right pool of clients. We have to remove all those single sessions that you'd be selling. We have to instead get you to sell 4 to 5 plans of care, okay? Let's just say that you sold 5 plans of care for Forget about the $200 rate. Let's say that you sold 5-10 visit plans of care for $1,500. That would be $7,500 in revenue with just 5 sales. I want you guys to see how attainable this is. And I want you to understand that there will be this point where you're in this catch-22 in your business of saying, man, I need to make more money in my side business so that I can quit my job. The catch-22 is that you're going to need to quit your job to make more money in your side business. So I think that this gives you guys a good understanding of what the math looks like for you to actually get the ball rolling on this. And if you're thinking you don't have time, can you find 8 hours per week? Can you find 8 hours per week where you can replace your salary? That's it. If this was the video that you needed to see to take action, head down into the comments and book a call with me. Let's discuss a strategy for you. Let's make sure that what we do actually works for you. And let's create a plan for you to get something started and revitalize your career, work with clients that you want to work with, and have a little bit more freedom and flexibility in your life. If you want more information, just head over to engagemovement.com or ping me on Instagram, shoot me a DM, be happy to chat with you there before booking a call at Ray Gorman DPT. You've got to make a move though. The time is now. Go make a move, go take some action, even if that's just registering for one of our free trainings or booking the call. All right, y'all, chat soon.